Welcome to the Resilient Reiner, the premier podcast focused on mental performance for equestrians and improved horse show performance. Whether you're a rookie reiner or a seasoned competitor, this show is for riders who want to take their skills to the next level and achieve their full potential in the show ring. I'm Nicole Burnett, and I'm a master mindset coach who's obsessed with helping you achieve all those horse dreams you always thought were impossible. Join me each week to develop a show-ready mindset and gain the competitive edge you need to compete with confidence. Welcome back, podcast fam. I am so excited you're here. Today I'm recording in a different location, so if it sounds a little different, that's why. But welcome back. I'm your host, Nicole Burnett, and I couldn't be more thrilled for you to be here. Thank you again. Thank you to you. Your horse says thank you too for taking the time to build your mental toughness, your resilience, your confidence, your focus, all of the traits that you need as a rider to be the best rider that you can be, so that your horse has the leadership it needs, so that you have fun, so that your horse has more fun with you. This really is what it takes to break through to your next level. And just give yourself props for listening to this podcast and for taking forward action today, because we're all about that mindset and pairing your mindset with effective action. So I'm really glad you're here. If you're here listening to the podcast, please go ahead, scroll down to that spot where you can leave a review and leave a 5-star review and a little comment about what you appreciate about the podcast. It really helps me to reach more people with this message and help more horses and their riders to have more fun and more success in the saddle. So thanks for being here today, friend. Working with a lot of different people and also being a human myself who has my own issue, I have come across some things. And this is a huge one that I have seen for so many riders, which is that this is your problem right here, that your lack of confidence is holding you back. So folks, they're going to love you. They're going to hate you no matter what. You just gotta say, screw it, do you, boo. You gotta go for it anyways. Dance if you wanna. I like to say, let them watch you win. Let them watch you win. And I've just been thinking about different uncomfortable truths that I've observed through working with my clients and through my own experiences of, here are some uncomfortable truths that I've learned from working with all these different people. Here we go. So first one, you need thicker skin. Oh my gosh. This one was a big one for me for a really long time. So I have so much empathy for this one when I work with people in this, because this one was me for a long time. Oh my gosh, because everybody and their mama, they've got an opinion. They've got an opinion on you, on your horse, on everything, or at least it seems that way. So figuring out how to set boundaries around your own energy, just being able to focus on you. Those other people, they're not riding your horse. They're not paying your bills. So take the time to develop a mental shield, something that protects you from all of this unnecessary noise and that lets you concentrate on what truly matters. That is you, your growth, your horse's progress. So opinions are just that. They're opinions. Okay. And their opinion, I'm going to put their in air quotes here, it isn't the one that counts. It's you and your trusted circle. That's it. Your journey is unique and it's valid. Okay. But this is a big one, is you got to get thicker skin. Another one, time block. This one is huge. This one kills me personally, because I know that I want to float like a magical fairy riding my unicorn. All right, let's just put it out there. When it's time to go to the barn, when it's time to open the back door and be in horse land and horse world, I just want to float around without a care in the world. But seriously, time block. So I can't do that every day, unfortunately. But one of the biggest things that helps me to do that, at least sometimes a week, is time block. Set aside time to train your horse and train your mind. And as a mental coach, I swear to you, setting aside that time to train your mind, even just 10 minutes a day, pays massive, massive dividends. Your future self will thank you. Your horse will thank you. So you got to set aside specific hours for these different aspects of your training. You got to have a slot for your physical exercises and another for your mental conditioning. Having a structured approach where you put it on your calendar, you give yourself a block of this is what I'm going to do at this time. I've already made that decision. It helps you to cover all your bases and ensure steady progress towards your goals. So, no more chaotic schedules. It's time to be disciplined and intentional. And the other thing with that time block is that when you time block, then you don't have those other things that you haven't gotten to because you gave them a block, you got it done in that block, and then you move on. Okay. This next one is one that I see most of my clients struggle with. So if this is you, it's okay. It's okay. And this is, you can't bake the cake faster. All right. You can't. Good things take time. Your horse doesn't get trained overnight, and neither are you. Neither is your brain. It doesn't get trained overnight. So this is one to remember that patience is a virtue. I say all the time that time can be your biggest ally or your biggest enemy. Okay. It's just like your brain. And you have to understand that every step, no matter how small, it's a step forward. If you're moving forward, forward is forward is forward. So embrace your progress, embrace your slow progress, and celebrate the small victories. Because if you've ever seen, for example, like an exponential growth curve, it's going to feel small, 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 small progress, and then boom, you shoot up. So that's another big one, is that consistency and perseverance, they are your best allies on this journey. Just not giving up. All right. Just never, never, never give up. So you and your horse, you'll grow together one step at a time. But just remember, like I said, you can't bake the cake faster. Sorry. All right. Next one, move your body. And yeah, I do mean separately from riding your horse. You're going to feel so much better. I swear. So cross training activities, yoga, Pilates, weightlifting, even just going on a walk around the block, around the arena. These activities, physical activity, it's going to improve your overall fitness and it's going to enhance your riding performance because a fit rider is more effective and more balanced. And it's going to give you more energy and you'll be less prone to injuries. And so the same thing that, with your horse is that you want to minimize time off for injuries. We don't want to have to do that. So move your body, care for your physical body. It does make a difference. All right. Another one that most people think is a little silly when I have them start doing it, but I'm dead serious about this. And that is gratitude will change your life. And I am not even kidding at all, cowboy. Okay. Do it. Do this. Start a gratitude journal every day. Just jot down 3 things you're grateful for. And, think about it related to your writing journey. This could be a new skill you've mastered, a beautiful moment with your horse, or even the support from your writing community. Like if I'm thinking today, I might think, I'm really grateful that my horse meets me at the gate with a good attitude. I'm really grateful that, they were good for the farrier today and that was a positive experience. I'm really grateful. What else can I say? That they poop in one corner of their stall, right? It can be riding, it can be not, it can be whatever. Just, I'm really grateful that they hopped in the trailer with no issue today. But just find something. And again, If you're having trouble with your horse, find something and then find something in your life. But gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Okay, the next one. Learn to love the process. Embrace the messy, embrace the discomfort, embrace the embarrassing middle. All right. The journey to mastery as a horseman, if you can ever really even truly master this stuff, it is so filled with ups and downs. It is messy, and that's okay. If you're old enough to have ever watched The Magic School Bus, imagine Miss Frizzle with Let's Get Messy. That's what I think of. Learn to find joy in the process itself. Those little mistakes where you totally flubbed your downward transition, the struggles to improve your feel, the little triumphs where you just feel like that glorious self-carriage for a single incredible stride. They all contribute to your growth as a horseman. And the more you just love the process, the farther you're going to go. Period. Full stop. And along the way, each phase, it has its own beauty and significance. So really relish the ride, even especially when it gets bumpy. Right. And here's another one that a lot of folks that I coach have struggled with this. And this is interesting because it doesn't matter how many years you've been riding horses. Horses have a way of humbling us constantly. And so even if you've been riding for decades, this one still might trip you up. And that is that there's no shame in being a beginner. You don't have to be great or even good to just start. Just start and get 1% better every day. Just 1% better. Every expert was once a beginner. Acknowledge where you are right now and be proud of it. Focus on daily improvements, no matter how small they are. Over time, these small gains, they're going to accumulate into really significant progress. And it's about the journey. It's not just the destination. And you have to be willing to embrace being a beginner in order to progress, because maybe you want to go from reining to ranch riding. Maybe you have a new horse and then all of a sudden you feel like a beginner because this horse has slightly different cues and you have to develop that rapport together, or you're learning to drive your truck and trailer, or there's so many ways that you're going to be a beginner even if you've been riding for a long time, even if you've been around horses a long time. So you just really got to embrace that. So what have I said? So uncomfortable truths. You need thicker skin. Full stop. Time block. Time block. You cannot bake the cake faster. Also, you cannot just turn the oven temperature up to try and bake it faster. It doesn't work. Move your body. I can't do my fingers. Gratitude will change your life. Learn to love the process. And there's no shame in being a beginner. So as a rider, you need resilience because, like I said, horses are going to humble you and you're going to fall down. You're going to make mistakes. So you need a mental strategy. You need all these things. But first, you just got to get started. You got to put one boot in front of the other. Just get started. And this is partly why I feel so strongly about why it's important for riders at all levels to have confidence, because you have to believe that it's possible for you. You have to have enough confidence that, yeah, it'll work out. I don't know if you guys part of my French, but shit'll buff out. And you got to just keep going. And so you have to have that confidence to believe that success is possible for you. And once you get a taste of confident success, you're going to be all in on developing your focus and resilience and just get going. For your next step on becoming a confident rider, don't forget to check out my free masterclass to develop your unshakable confidence as a rider. You can sign up for it right at resilientraineracademy.com. There's a link at the top of the page to sign up to access the free masterclass, and I'll put the link in the show notes. But otherwise, if you head to resilientraineracademy.com, right at the top of the page, you can sign up to access the free masterclass to develop your own unshakable confidence. Thanks so much for being here, guys. It is a highlight of my week to hang out with you and record this podcast. And this week, if you're on the email newsletter, I am asking for your requests as my cowboy and cowgirl friends here. What sort of topics do you want me to cover on the podcast? Is there anything that you are particularly struggling with, an issue that's come up in your riding, your training, your competing, anything, whatever's going on for you? I want to create a podcast to support you through that. So I'm going to put a link in the show notes, and you can just fill out that form and share what you'd like me to cover on the podcast next. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Talk soon. Happy trails.